Number 1, beef fat renders at 140 degrees while collagen's at 160, so I start the cook with a super smoky cold smoke at 150 degrees to lay on the flavor and start the fat render. Number 2, I have better results when the brisket is introduced to the heat and levels. I'm not a doctor, though I have self-diagnosed a lot on YouTube. Something about introducing the brisket to its new reality slowly allows it to cope better with the heat I'm laying down, so after 2 hours on the cold smoke, I bump to a mellow 250 and cook there until the stall. And that's the next point, number 3. The brisket is gonna stall. If you want to be Bill Nye the Science Guy about it, Google search evaporative cooling. But basically, the brisket sweats its moisture and cools itself. So what could happen is your brisket sits at the same temperature for a few hours, generally in the 165 range. The brisket is gonna look really wet at this point. When I hit the stall, I push the smoker temperature to 275. Number 4. If you wrap, don't wrap too early. I think bark truly forms after the stall because the brisket has sweat most of its moisture. And if you cover it with paper or foil too early, you get in the way of bark development. To keep it safe, I generally wrap around 180 degrees, but recently I haven't been wrapping at all. Once we exit the stall, I push the smoker temp to about 285 degrees to finish off the cook with a nice render. Number 5. This one was a big unlock for me. The hotter you cook, the higher the internal temp will be when you finish. The reason is that what really matters is how long you spend at the collagen render zone. This one felt tender at 202 degrees right in the flat. We table rested it down, then held it in the oven overnight. Eat barbecue. Live forever.